Kim, aka Kimmy Some Sense, coming to you with a brand new video. Today I am going to talk about Phlur's latest release, Vanilla Skin Eau de Parfum. This came available on the Sephora website first on June 22nd, and then it was available then on the Phlur website June 23rd. So I decided to take the plunge and purchase it off the Sephora website at the 22nd, that's Saturday, because I had recently purchased the Vanilla Skin Hair and Body Fragrance Mist from the Kohl's location of Sephora, and I've been looking for some additional vanilla scents, just different types. Like, I know for some people, they may feel that vanilla, it's all the same, one vanilla, you have one vanilla. I mean, what's the point of having, different types? And for me, the way I feel about vanilla fragrances is they're like jeans or t-shirts, or even say like black t-shirts. You'll have different styles of t-shirts. You'll have a V-neck, you'll have a, sweetheart, neck, you'll have a crew neck, you'll have a black blouse. They all serve their different purposes at different times. And that's how I feel about vanilla fragrances. And so some of the fragrances I have that lean towards, again, the vanilla scents, they're, they can be musky, they can be a floral vanilla, they can be a citrusy vanilla. But I was looking for one that was more of a truly basic vanilla. And so when I first smelled the Phlur, the Vanilla Skin, the Hair and Body Fragrance Mist that I went ahead and purchased, and I actually got a discount on it because when I purchased it at Sephora, I used some of my points. What I liked about the mist itself was that it did have a soft, musky vanilla. And so when I saw that the Eau de Parfum was coming out, I was thinking, gee, maybe they'll be similar, and that can be a way to also enhance the scent, lengthen the strength of the scent, because the feedback about the Vanilla Skin Hair and Body Mist is that it doesn't last long enough. And we all know, as expensive as things get, especially when we go into fragrances as a hobby, you want what's going to last, at least get you through half of your workday or half of your outing, wherever you're going. And so what I ended up doing was Vanilla Skin actually was dropped off. I ordered it Saturday, and it came just today, which is the 26th. So quick shipping. Again, as usual, I work from home, and so in between meetings, calls, keeping an eye out for the UPS man. Not aggressively keeping an eye out for him, but as soon as you see that truck pull up, I run downstairs and get my packages. Also because I don't want my fragrances sitting in the hot sun, because we've been hitting where I'm from, mid 90s to 100 just degrees temperature wise, but the heat index has been like 107 because the humidity is so ridiculous right now. So ran out, grabbed it, and when I was getting ready earlier today, I took, again, because I got ready for the day in between meetings, I didn't have time to do like my but my long-ish shower routine, or the usual shower routine, I should say. And so I essentially had a scent pair I was going to do, but then I remembered that Vanilla Skin was coming today. So I was like, well, let me prepare accordingly, so that way I can do my scent test, see how I like it, and see if it's something that I want to keep, and also share my first impressions with you. So what I did was, again, took a quick shower. I didn't do the true full body scent layering because I had limited time to do what I call my lunch hour power shower. And so I just did a quick shower with the Dial Gold bar soap, just that deodorant soap. I didn't go in with the Smell Good body wash because, again, was running out of time, but I had to get the bare minimum done. And so once I did that, I moisturized. I'm kind of looking at my little observation notes that I wanted to capture. I moisturized with a Up and Up moisturizing cream. So it's like the Target's generic version of the CeraVe. And then I went in with the Brown Sugar Babe Vanilla Sky body oil. And I believe this has the notes of vanilla, cocoa, I'll put them up on the screen here, but it is a very, to me, that basic vanilla scent that is offered by Brown Sugar Babe that I feel kind of goes across the gamut, that, you know, I could wear with several different types of fragrances. And so I went in with that as a layering option. And so I applied those body items around 12:45 today. Then I went in with the Vanilla Skin Mist, just again, to lay the foundation for that scent. And so then once I was able to get a quick break, I went and opened up the Vanilla Skin perfume, or the Eau de Parfum, or EDP, we'll call it the EDP. And so around 3:22, what I ended up doing was, I did a test on my left arm and my right arm. So on my left arm here, I just did the EDP only. I did 2 sprays on each side because when I'm working at my desk and I'm typing, you know, I feel like sometimes the scent's going to come off based upon which side I'm working on. And so I wanted to make sure I was able to at least get a good application on both sides so I can do the sniff test in either way. So if it did rub off, say on my desk, on my notebook that I use, I would still be able to kind of make sure I could capture the scent and get a good smell from it. And then on my right arm, I did the mist. I did about 8 to 10 sprays on each side of my arm. So just, you know, my top of my arm and then like my inner arm, my forearm. And then I did the EDP 4 sprays on each side. And so right now it is a little bit after 6 o'clock. And so I'm going into almost 3 hours since I did that initial scent test, or did the spray test. And so as I was smelling throughout the afternoon, I mean, the scent's still there, but this is not a beast mode fragrance. The mist nor the EDP itself are beast mode fragrances. And so this has since kind of went down to essentially a skin scent. When I first did the application, there was a bit of a scent bubble for the first hour or two, to where I noticed when I sprayed it, and if I walked out of the room, it kind of followed me. And if I, like, say, went downstairs and I came back upstairs, I could smell a hint of it in my hallway. And so that part was nice, but knowing that if that's how you want your scents to perform throughout the day, you're going to have to go in to reapply it. And when I did do the spritzes as well on my arms, it did leave a moisturizing sheen. And so that's also, again, as I mentioned earlier, you know, it's one thing you want to consider for where you're spraying it on your arms and for where you're wearing and kind of what you're doing throughout the day, because, you know, it might rub off as well. And I think that probably has some impact as well on the longevity of the fragrance. So as I said before, for the scent of the mist, it's a soft and musky vanilla, but it shares the same notes essentially as the EDP. So the notes of the EDP essentially include, as I have here on the box, we've got, it's in the gourmand family of scents. So the top notes are pink pepper, pink apple, and sugar crystals. The heart notes are lily, jasmine petals, and cashmere wood. And the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and agar wood. And so what I was able to detect from the top notes right off the bat were the scent of pink pepper and the sugar crystals. And it did have that, upon dry down, for sure, the vanilla and sandalwood dry down. So this is not a syrupy sweet vanilla. I know when people might think about, say, the Sniff, S-N-I-F, I think it's a Vanilla Vice fragrance. I've always heard that being compared to melted vanilla ice cream, and I smelled that. I was not a huge fan of it, but this is not a syrupy sweet vanilla. To me, this is more so kind of like a borderline basic vanilla, again, with a bit of pepper to it. It's got that spice. But I have to say, I do like the mist better, and I for sure we'll keep that just because I can go ahead and do that to layer with other products. I'm still on the fence on the EDP just because, you know, I don't hate it. It's not like a huge dislike. I'm just not overly wowed by it. And as I'm going through this fragrance journey, I want scents that it's like, I love them. I want to love them all for their own different aspects or different scent profiles, but I never want to feel meh about a scent. And I kind of feel meh about Vanilla Skin. So, I mean, I don't hate it. It's not like I'm, you know, it doesn't, you know, has a negative reaction with my skin chemistry. And of course, if I do decide to keep it, I would work towards finding some different layering combinations with my other body care. But I would say, you know, I probably will think about it for a little bit because there are other scents out there that I would like to buy. And one other scent that I've tried from the Phlur brand is the Strawberry Letter Eau de Parfum. And this one, to me, this is like, oh wow, like I need a full bottle of this. Now, I have not, as you can see, there's not really a huge dent in this one right now. Simply because I'm also wanting to find, again, some additional scent body care pairings to go with it. But I think right now it is one that for the initial sprays I've done, I love how it reacts to my body chemistry, and it's been able to, you know, kind of hold its own. And so my recommendation overall regarding the Vanilla Skin by Phlur, if it's something that you're interested in, I would always say, you know, check the, you know, think about the scent notes and compare against what's currently in your collection. When I think about that pink pepper note, I don't want to say it's kind of polarizing for me, but when I think about the Kali, there's that, I think was a Sweet Diamond pink pepper. That one, now that's a beast mode fragrance to me, and that one, I can only handle that in very small doses, which is why I just have that small 10 milliliter bottle. But if you're, you know, if there's certain notes that you know you're not a fan of, I would recommend going into the Sephora store and trying it out. For sure, they have it at, they do have it at the actual Sephora stores, and they don't, when I look on the Sephora at Kohl's website, I'm not seeing where it's actually available in store for you to test out. They have some Phlur scents, but it's hit or miss because they won't necessarily show it on their website. You almost have to go into the physical location and see if they have it. Because I think for the hair and body fragrance mist that I have, I think that might have been a return, or it was just one bottle. They had one tester, and then they had this bottle that they had in the back with their other items, which I didn't realize they had back storage, but I got lucky on that one. And so yeah, I would say check those scent notes, compare against what's currently in your collection to see like if it's something that you truly need. Test at the store, or get the travel size. The travel size is also available at Sephora, and it's available online as well. And Sephora, at least, you know, you could go back in and return it if you decided it's something that you change your mind about, because I'm possibly considering that option. I'm going to give it probably another day or two to think about it. I can't go crazy with the sprays, of course. But I'll probably see how, you know, I feel about it again as the evening progresses, and possibly maybe any other scent layering combos I can create with it, because again, it's $99. And like I said, I'd almost rather return it and get my money back for something that, you know, I am excited about. Again, like Strawberry Letter from Phlur, just actually going to the Phlur website to get Strawberry Letter there because it's not sold at Sephora right now. So if you like a basic vanilla with a little bit of kick to it, again, a little bit of kick, not a crazy amount, you know, and if $99 is a comfortable price point for you, I mean, sure, you could go for it. It's also that it's a 1.7 ounce bottle, which, you know, it's kind of a little tiny baby. I guess for some reason I was thinking, yeah, for 1.7 ounces. And, you know, when the way they show the bottles on the website, it looks like a 3.4 ounce. But again, everything's bigger on the internet, I suppose, versus in person. So yeah, so again, if you're curious, travel size, and then maybe keep an eye out for any resellers, anyone that may be decanting them. You know, it's probably better to have a little tiny spray bottle to try if you don't want to make a commitment to a full bottle or you're completely unsure. But like I said, you know, I'm still on the fence, but this is one that I could confidently say you may not be missing anything. And I feel like that way for, I try not to be the type of person to sensationalize a scent of saying like, oh, you gotta run and get it. Like, don't miss out on this. Because everyone's noses are different, but you can tell, like for me, when I like a fragrance, like I'm either going to be super excited about it, you know, from the start, and when I spray it and truly be able to test it on my, you know, my skin and see how that chemistry works, you'll know. So in this case, you can tell by my face and just how I'm kind of like, eh. That's part of the rating I give it. And so, but you know, I'll test it out, and if I decide to keep it, you know, I'll report back. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you have tried Vanilla Skin, if you've purchased it, if you've tried the hair and body mist, or if you've tried anything else from the Phlur line. I know they have several other popular fragrances that are out there. And again, I do want to get Strawberry Letter. I believe Missing Person. I've also smelled that, but that's a lot. It's got a similarity to, oh gosh, I forgot the specific Finery scent, but I actually have the Finery version of it, and I just went with that because, again, it was a lot cheaper. But again, let me know in the comments if that's something you're, you know, if you're interested in, if it's something you've tried, if you loved it, you know, do you have any scent pairings or body care scent combos that you would recommend? And if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you like this content, like to see more of it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And until then, I will see you later. Bye.
Did you find everything okay?
I actually want to do a return on this.